Guys, we are back with the TFL Underground Walks, and this one is one that I am not looking forward to, which is the Jubilee line. Yes, you heard me, the Jubilee line. And once again, I'm with Dylan to do the Jubilee line. Yes, the Jubilee line. We both wore grey, as the Jubilee line is grey, so that's why we wore grey for the Jubilee line. We decided to start around 8 o'clock because we knew, or I thought it would take a lot longer than it did, and I'm glad we did. We started off well and strong, reaching Wembley Park by 11 o'clock. And I had no idea that people would be camping out for Harry Styles from that time, but you learn something new every day. We started around North West London a few times now, and it does low-key feel a bit sketchy, but I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it just feels that way. We're thankfully getting closer to Central, and believe it or not, we haven't had any breaks. Morale was high, and we felt like we could take on the world. Well, that's what I thought up until we reached Baker Street, and I realised the lack of sleep that I had the night before was going to play a big part. We decided to have lunch. I grabbed a meal deal and I somehow fell asleep, but my meal deal was obviously chicken Caesar wrap, big red hula hoops and Highland water, plus some fruit to give me some natural sugars. We're now at Green Park, where I was really interrupted by this bus. Anyways, we decided to walk through the Green Park, the actual park, to get to Buckingham Palace once again. I believe the last time we passed Buckingham Palace was during the Victoria Line walk. This park was also nice as well. It had a few ducks and swans swimming in the pond and an amazing view of the London Eye behind us, which can only mean one thing: Westminster Station is right here. And now an even better view of the London Eye. But I must say, Westminster Bridge must be the most busiest bridge other than Tower Bridge, because yeah, it was very, very, very busy that day. Now, even though this is meant to be a walk, there were some things that had to be done, so let me explain. When we planned this walk, when we saw Canada Water to Canary Wharf, it was saying walk and get an Uber boat, which would have taken another 40 minutes, and I'm not gonna lie, by this point we were cooked. So we took the tube to Canary Wharf. Some may say cheating, but the only other way to walk around that is to walk through the Rotherhithe Tunnel, and I am not doing that. We are not doing that. We then took the tube from Canary Wharf to North Greenwich, because once again, you're going from south to east to south again, over the river, and there's no other logical way. And once we reached North Greenwich, we took the cable cars over to walk to Cannon Town rather than getting the tube, and this was Dylan's first time on cable cars, which kind of surprising, but I'm sure she enjoyed it, even though she's scared of heights, but I'm sure she enjoyed it. Even though we were so high up, we could still hear the music playing from the Cause venue, which was kind of cool. You also get a great view of South London and a bit of East London, but we all know South London is more important, so let's focus on that. And what's even more important is that we're only 2 stops away from the finish line, and thank God, because by this point we would have been walking for 13 hours. Yes, 13 hours. I would say we finally reached the promised land, but since it's Stratford, I can't actually say that. But the walk was finally done, we got some food and went home. Peace.